Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 15 of my full platinum walkthrough for Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Right, you can see the bottom right hand corner again that I've got a lot of souls. I have completely finished the farming myself at this point, so I've got 30 sunlight medals and I've got the 30 kills in Belfry Soul. I've not turned either of them in yet, so I've not got any of the miracles or spells that we get as a sort of a prize. We will do all of that just before leaving this playthrough. Do like a cleanup video, get everything done, so it gives you time to still go through them. And if you want to just do like 5 at a time of each, then I do not blame you, because doing them all in one go can break your soul. So I'm just going to use a few of these up. Endurance, strength. I was thinking of putting some in intelligence at this point. The only reason I do that is to get my resistances up against magic and things. Magic and fire it is for intelligence, and then it's lightning and fire for faith. So eventually I will start putting points in that. We've got a long way to go yet, so plenty more levels. And yeah, we're going to do the Undead Crypt. In this one it's a very short area, or fairly short, just the one boss fight. Yeah, it's quite good. I do like this area. Any of the bits where we're in sort of Dranglake Castle and this bit, these are sort of the best spot. This is when Dark Souls, I think, is at its best, when we're in the buildings and the dark castles. So yeah, you just got these normal, you've fought plenty of these by now, just try and get behind them, get the backstab, and should be able to take care of them pretty easily. There's going to be a new enemy type we're going to see in a minute. It's basically Sellsword, Luit, whatever he's called. A big version of him. I can't quite get behind this one. We're actually going to kill an NPC in this video as well, but right at the end, and I'll explain what to do before doing so, so you can make sure you can get everything you need. Kill this one with a torch. There is another NPC coming up shortly that's part of sort of a crew. Not a covenant, there's just got a few guys with him. They do not like light, so you don't want to bring any light in. So if you have even if you're holding a torch yourself, get rid of it before we do that. So you can see this guy just has double shields. His weirdly, you can hit through his shields if he's kind of not expecting it. His main attacks are obviously just slams. He needs to be fairly close to you. There is a bit of an AoE damage. You can see there he wasn't really near me. Sort of a shockwave almost, an invisible shockwave. But yeah, they're simple enough, these guys. Just need to take it fairly slow. Look for the openings. And then we've got some dark mages here. Dark witches, whatever you... I don't know why. The lock-on on this game, that is one thing that does get me. Like, I was next to one of the mages then. Wanted to lock onto it. No, it went and locked onto the one that is nowhere near me and is above. So as I was swinging, I swung for the poison jar. So watch out for those jars. They do have poison in them. So I'm just going to sit back here, let all these little ones come through. And yeah, there we go. Clear now. There is a summon there. Do not get that summon just yet. We're going to go and... well, I'm going to go and sit at a bonfire. Actually leave the area for a moment, because I'm going to get the final Petrified Dragon Bone that I need. So yeah, just wait. There's also another reason for not doing that as well. We're just going to drop down a ladder. We don't want the summon to follow us. So we'll go back and get it afterwards, but just leave it for now. And then, yeah, in this bit, you can see there it literally says, do not produce light. So do not come in here with a torch or anything. And don't let that one follow you in either that has the torch. So talk to this guy and then learn the gesture. We're nearly there with all the gestures now. Again, there will be a full list once the guy is completely done. There will be a list and a link in, for the website, for my website. There will be a list on there. He does sell some stuff. We don't need any of it. So he does have like Elizabeth mushrooms and humanity if you need it. Human effigy, should I say, if you need them. And this is where we're going to drop down. This is actually very important, this bit. It may not seem it when you're actually picking the items up. It just kind of, you may just brush it off. I'm going to pick something up called a crushed eye orb, should I say. It sounds like something we've picked up many times before. This ladder here, just keep going. So let your stamina rebuild and then go and just go. Nothing you can do about that ghost, unfortunately. You're going to take that hit. And then in here there's a crushed eye orb, which is going to allow us to invade an NPC. So the lady with the miracles that helped us in Majula where she turns the Rotunda round, which lets us go to a new area. She was at the bottom, I don't know why I said the bottom then, the top of Hyde's Tower of Flame. We're going to invade her and kill her, basically. So in this room here, you can see there's rocks on the floor, and then there's these sort of monolith statue things. You want to break those. You can see a guy came out of it. Every time you hit them, a guy's going to come out. And these bells you can see here as well. Do not hit these bells. You will hear them all going off later on. But if you break those statues, the guys can't come out of them anymore. If you hit the bells, all hell will break loose. And those statues, well, here's another one. They're just going to keep spawning these guys. I'm going to leave it for now, but we'll clear up afterwards. So I just got that first item you noticed around the side there. That was a Petrified Dragon Bone. I'm just going to sit at the bonfire here, then go back to Majula, strengthen my weapon up to +5, and that'll be fully upgraded at that point, and then I'll be right back here. So if you don't have 5 more Petrified Dragon Bones at this point, don't worry, you will get them eventually, but I have them now, so I'm going to go and do it. You may have more than me already because you've been cashing in Petrified somethings and getting good stuff. So who knows? So I'm just going to run over here and do the final one. Got a chunk as well, so I might as well do a bit of the armor upgrade as well. I'm going to go past it because I completely missed it. Nope, there you go. So yeah, there we go. Fully upgraded now. And then I can do the gauntlets. Just one chunk. Better than nothing. And then I'm going to just go straight back and carry on. So yeah, the reason we need to invade that woman is she has a specific miracle that can only be got if you invade her. Basically, she's a traitor. So we're going to invade her and find that out. So what I'm doing here, you may see I'm breaking these stones with my shield. I'm pressing L2 if you don't know that. L2 it's better than swinging the axe around, the butcher's knife around, because you will hit the bells by accident. So you can individually break the stones there using your shield. But we're going to bring this NPC up with us now. The other enemies will be back now, but that's not too much of a problem. They're not facing us. We're going to bring the NPC up, and she's just going to keep hitting the bells anyway. So at that point, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just prepare yourself. It's not too bad, it really isn't. Making it sound worse than it actually is. So get my revenge on these two. And then we'll get this summon. This is a summon you can use for the boss as well. There are 2 we can use for the boss. The guy that we spoke to before, that NPC that doesn't like the light, because we've fully spoken to him, he's also going to be available for it. I'm going to take 2 in. And I'm going to die with... The boss has literally no health left. Well, not literally. I can't say literally, otherwise he'd be dead. It must be like 2 HP. It's ridiculous how little health the boss has, and it is a split second between the boss dying and me dying. Unfortunately, it goes in the boss's favour, and I die. But I'll leave it in so you can see it because it's quite funny. But I won't redo the whole run back or the whole fight. I'll just kind of skip through it. You'll know where to go by that point anyway. So yeah, just kind of don't worry too much about the bells now. We've got the summon with us. I think she does it right away here. She stood next to a bell right then, and she just swings. Like, they try and break the rocks for themselves as well. So once the bells are going off, there we go. You might as well just go for it. Look out for the statues. There's one on the right hand side here as well. They don't always come straight out, but they will do late in the later rooms. Just destroy those statues. They do not come back. You can see that I've warped away as well, and the statue hadn't come back. The previous one that I've broken. Once they're done, they're done. But until that point, they will keep spawning if the bell is ringing. The bells do stop. They do need to be hit again to be rung. Oh, go round. There you go. Just go around it. I don't know why I have a habit of trying to roll through the rocks. It looks like you should be able to roll through them, but you can't. So there's one of the... Yeah, see, I've done it again. There's one of these guys off to the right hand side. You can see there. You can see some attacks coming my way. That's going to be there already. There's nothing you can do about that. She's up high, or he or it is up high. You have to wait for it to fall down. It will eventually fall down. You can see it directly ahead of me there. It will fall down eventually, but not quite yet. So there's another one here. They do have quite a strong attack. It's like a single firestorm. I'm sure it has a name, but I don't actually know what it's called. Bracing Knuckle ring then. That's actually a really good ring. It's probably a one I should wear instead of the Fragrant ring, instead of getting my health back. Basically, it slows weapon and armor degradation. So it's actually very good. There you can see that's come down now. It's actually very good, especially with the butcher's knife, because it does break quite easily. But we've got plenty of healing powder, or repair powder should I say. So I'm not too bothered. I'll keep. I've got to have that ring. I don't know why. It's probably rubbish. I'm sure you think it is as well, but I've got to have it. We're gonna get invaded here. It's the very easy one, the usurper. I didn't even see where she came from then. Very easy, especially if you've got someone with you as well. And then we're going to carry on. Two of the shield guys coming up, but there are some ghosts to the left and right hand side here. So yeah, don't just go running down the corridor. Look out for the ghosts first. There we go, and then we've got two of these. Can be a bit of a pain if you're on your own, but because we have the summon, should be fine. They usually go straight for the summon. They're not letting her through at all. They usually go straight for the summon here, but they were waiting for me then. They usually just go straight for her, but not this time, unfortunately. Straight through to me. Still simple enough. They don't even do that much damage if they do hit you. Right, for this point, this part now, you're going to see there's a big hole in the floor. Just going to use a bit of repair powder. I don't want my weapon anywhere near breaking when I'm down here, because we've got to be killing a lot of things quickly. Now, you can actually just skip this room, and I'll show you where. Make sure the summon is right on you, because you want them behind you as you go. If you drop down and look to the left, you see that lit up corridor to the left hand side there. If you just run down there, you can escape this area without any problems. The bell is not ringing yet. It might have started by now. I can't remember when it actually started. Yeah, it started now because they're all coming through. But yeah, even if you don't hit any of the bells, there's one of these sort of undead tucked down one of these side alleys here that is going to start ringing a bell regardless. So just go and get, there's 4 statues, one on each corner. I've got 2 of them already. Don't worry about the actual things that come out of them. Just get rid of the statues first. There's one directly ahead of me down that alleyway as well. No, this one here, should I say. See them coming already. Yeah, this attack you need to watch out for. It's just a single firestorm looking thing, but if you get caught up in that, it will kill you. It will just tear you apart. Like Lisa. Yeah, 10 points if you got that reference. Yeah, get rid of that. You clear then. Once you've got all 5 of them, you clear. She's not letting me through. Come on. There you go. So there's not actually much stuff down here or anything. I just thought I'd show you sort of... On the video, you can at least see the area so you can get your bearings a bit better. But if you drop down and go straight to the top left corner, you can escape and open up the shortcut, which I'll show you in a moment. So you can probably still hear the... Is he still ringing? I don't know. I don't have the audio on while I'm doing these recordings, obviously. There he is. So this is the one that rings the bell. In theory, you could just drop down and go and get this guy with the bell, but he might ring it before you get to him anyway. So it's best just to go for the statues. There you go, clear. So if you run down the one that looks like it has a track down the middle, the bigger one. And we're back out in the open again. We've come full circle, so make sure you hit this switch and open up the shortcut. It's going to drop this wall down, and you can now completely skip that area. So if you die, then you can leave You'll be at the bonfire where all the rocks are. Just leave the way you came in and go across that bridge and then just go straight, and you can completely ignore the rest of that area. So that's nice, at least. And yeah, we're pretty much done. It's a quick area, this one. So with this bit, drop down here. Do not swing at the enemy. Get his attention so he comes towards you first. There's one that appears there. Then there's one that appears down to the left here. You can just see the summons going getting him. And then another one will spawn in next to the left hand side of this bell. If this bell rings, some of those sort of dark mages are going to appear. I'll show you where. Down the middle here. 3 or 4 of them will appear down this central bit here. So if you manage to kill the undead before they ring the bell, it'll be nice and clear like this. At the end here, there's going to be 2 of the knights, and then of course, because we've not fought enough of them already, a dragon rider. So if you go just close enough, you should be able to get the knights to come forward first. I mean, he can do the dragon rider on his own in a minute. As scary as those are supposed to be for knights of the protectors of the realm, they're so easy compared to some of the other enemies. So slow, leave themselves open to backstabs. Yeah, Dragon Rider, I mean, I don't need to explain what you need to do with these by now. Just kill it. And then we've got a pretty cool boss fight coming up, actually. A pretty cool Velstadt. I do like this boss fight. Not particularly difficult, especially if you have some help. He is quite slow, but he can hit very hard in his second phase. There's 4 of these chests here. Nothing particularly interesting. The best thing in them is probably the Fragrant branch of Yore, but we're pretty much done with them all at this point anyway. So we should have 2, if I remember rightly, left. 4 torches. I'm sure they'll come in handy. And then you saw, I'm sure you probably saw already, there is the other summon, and it's that guy we spoke to earlier on. So I would probably only bring 1 in. I'm going to bring both in, and maybe that's why I die. I don't know. But obviously it's going to give the boss a lot more health. But because there's 3 of us, we can also deal a lot more damage. So it's up to you. You're going to see both representations. The second time I go in, I only take Grave Warden in. I don't bring Scarlet in. So here he is. We're just going to skip through this cutscene. This is a good fight. So he's got a big old bell thing. So I'm staying back here and waiting for the summons to come in so they can get his attention. And then I'm going to go for it. So staying behind him is not safe. It's the best place to be, but it's also not safe because he does do wide swings. You're going to see I will get sort of... yeah, that wasn't very good. You will see I'll have my shield up even when I'm behind him. Yeah, so there, I just walked straight into it. It's like I knew when I was healing then I was going to take extra damage. So yeah, his side swings do damage from behind as well. The one who's probably going to die if you do bring both of them in is going to be the Grave Warden. When he does this, you want to keep hitting him. I'm backing away just to get my stamina up. His damage is reduced, but just keep going. You won't take damage from him unless he does that, of course. See, yep. Speak from my own experience, I suppose. Yeah, so his weapon does a lot more damage now. So if he does hit you, it is going to hurt. So yeah, you need to let those 2 do, or the other one, or just one, should I say, depending how many you've got with you. Let them take the attention and just kind of stick behind him. But you also need to be fairly quick because he does output a lot of damage and will kill them. So here's where I'm going to die. You can see, watch the health bar. Split second then. Watch now. Oh, I was swinging. I thought I should have rolled, but I went for the kill, and unfortunately he got me. So I've run back, and I've just got Grave Warden with me this time, and we're just going to finish it. nothing else. I didn't do anything else. I just ran straight back here and got Grave Warden and then came in, finished him off. So I'm not going to show you the whole fight again. There's no point. It's the same. But he obviously takes more damage or has less health. And once he's done, go down here. And here's Vendrick. Don't worry, he won't attack. But we do need to kill him. He has a lot. If you can literally try and fight him now if you want. But this is what we're here for at the moment. The King's Ring, which is basically a key. Once you wear it, while you're wearing it, certain doors will open. We'll be back for Vendrick. He has a lot of health at this point. We need to get some Soul of Giants, 3 more, which is going to, for each one that we have on us, it will help us deal more damage or make sure he has less health. He's a very easy boss, to be honest, and he is optional. We don't need to do it again after this, but we do need to do it for a trophy. So we will be. We'll be back. But for now, as long as you don't hit him, he won't bother you. You need to hit him quite a lot to get him aggroed, to be honest. So just leave him for now. And we're going to run back. I'm going to go to Majula and kill this NPC. So I'm use the shortcut now. So yeah, when I died, I just came out of this room here, and then across the bridge and down. What did you drop? Titanite shard. If you are lucky enough, I will just mention actually, if you are lucky enough that any of these enemies drop the tattered robes, I think they are. You can actually wear those while you're farming gold medals, sunlight medals. They will help your item discovery a bit. Not much, but they are a rare drop. There's no place you can actually go and definitely get them, I don't think. So I've not really mentioned them, but if you do get them, then yeah, put those on when you're farming. Help you a little bit more. Not too much, but it's worth mentioning. So this is who we're killing. But before we do, you can see there the crushed eye stirs, so it's kind of a hint. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy everything that she has, because we are going to kill her. So if you want to increase your faith, you need to purchase that ring. You don't need it for anything, but if you want it, what we need to do is buy all the miracles that we don't have. Doesn't matter if we're going to get them later or not, we're just going to pick them up, all of them. So you can see in the bottom there, it says held 0, now it says held 1. So any that say held 0, make sure you have held 1. So buy 1 of each. So that should be all of them apart from the lightning spear. So force here. Yeah, lightning spear. You should have that already. If not, just buy it anyway. And once that's done, that's all we need her for. We will be seeing her again in New Game Plus, but for now we are going to kill her, so she is going to disappear. So 28,000, if you want to increase your faith, then grab that, but you don't need it for a trophy or anything. We already have one of those, picked one of those up right at the start. Yeah, don't kill her, don't just swing at her, don't do that. We need to use this this eye orb. So go into your inventory, it should be at the bottom. It doesn't actually look like the usual orb, it's this crushed eye orb here. So just go to use, and you'll be taken to her world as a phantom. And what you have to do is kill her. Curses, you've puzzled me out. Yeah, fairly easy to backstab. She is very, very easy, but I wasn't aggressive enough, and I would definitely say be aggressive. She does heal, and it's quite frustrating, to be honest. So what I was doing, I was backing away, trying to let my stamina build up. She does have that, which I was kind of aware of, and also why I backed away. But after seeing it happen for the first time at this point, it doesn't actually hurt that much this time round. So, because I actually forgot about her, and well, I didn't forget about her, I forgot to do it in New Game on my practice, so I did it in New Game Plus, and she does hurt a lot more in New Game Plus. But yeah, if you do forget, but don't forget, if you do though, you can do it in New Game Plus, because we will be seeing her again, and we will be doing the path that we've just done again, unfortunately. Here we go, finish her off. And you're going to get the most important thing is Soothing Sunlight. The only way to get Soothing Sunlight, which is a miracle we need for the trophy, is to kill her while you're invading her. You can't just kill her, you won't get it. You also get the key for the Rotunda, so you can actually turn this thing around yourself, but we don't need to, because we've got bonfires on either side. And yeah, that's it. So we're done for this video. I'm just going to go and level up, of course, and then we're going to go and carry on. Aldia's Keep next. A lot more to do yet, more than you'd probably think. We've got the 3 DLCs to go into yet as well. The stuff we don't need to do in New Game Plus, thankfully. So yeah, endurance and strength mainly. Stop at strength 50 and then endurance a bit more. Right, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.